Shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, underneath Commander General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated or associated with any other Israelite group. Today is Saturday in the Sabbath service here in South Carolina, in Israel. Stand. We're going to blow the shofar. Call up the first brother, Shayala.
Shayala, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashala.
Shayala, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Braktham.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Braktham.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA. We're going to uncover the scrolls. We're going to turn and face the east. We're going to begin with the Lord's Prayer.
Lord's Prayer. Abanaw, Shemayo, Rash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Alakutka, Zaba'ah, Tazaka, Ayah, Ashah, Ratazah, Awa, Ayah, Shemayam, Atalanawa, Akam, Kayawam, Basalakinawa, Nawawapinawa, Bazalakinawa, Nawawapinawa, Wala'ah, Ayanawa, Anasaya one, Abal, Shayinawa, Ayad, Rai, Kaya, Naka, Amalakwaf, Allah, the Parth, Ahlayam, Aman.
What we just said in the English was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. From God's the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen.
A cock, the power. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Baba Bashar. Dalanawa. A cock. Larpa'ah. Kamalaka. Lakal Marawa. A cock. Lathahar. Amatazarium. A cock. Ahakwium. Amakwium. A cock. Harakawaf. Amatala. Lagarashim. Bashem Yahushua. The water. Aman.
What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Barak Yanawa, Washarala, Wayabayaf, Saparium, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan, Agan, all of Israel, all of my family, all of Israel, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the young men, and all the women, and all the children of Israel. All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Come on. All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Bashim Yahushua. Water.
What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of YAHANNA,
Lord, in the name of YAHANNA,
bless us in Israel.
bless us in Israel.
In the school.
In the school.
Bless His shield protect.
Bless your shield and protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved ones.
In the name of YAHANNA,
In the name of YAHANNA.
I thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. What up? Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahoriam, Ahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Azariah Ma'aim, Yahweh, Ashah, Shamam, Waratazah, Ayathan, Ramawat, Agalika, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Anala'ah, Anawam, Wala'ah, Yashashan, Shamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayad, Yamyanka, Yamawam, Ashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrai, Shamar, Af, Napashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Tazaatka, Wabawatka, Ma'ata, Wa'id, Alawam.
What we just said in the English was, I will lift up my eyes.
Lift up my eyes
To the hills.
to the hills.
From which come my help?
Comes my help.
My help comes from the Lord.
Help coming from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
Not
moved.
suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
That keepeth thee not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming
and thy
in
coming in.
from this time forth
This time forth
and even forevermore.
and forevermore. Wow. Psalms 83. Alhayim, Adamiyah, Yaka, Al-Bakarash, Wayal, Yashakwa. All, Yahanna, Awabatyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Makar, Yamirwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Yatazawa, Altazawanyaka, Armawa, Lakawa, Wanakakadam, Magaya, Wala'ah, Yakazkar, Sham, Yasharala, Awada, Ya, Natazawa, Laba, Yakarwa, Al-Yaka, Baraf, Yakarwa, Al-Haya, Arawam, Yashmai, Al-Hayam, Ma'awaba, Salaka, Ma'awaba, Wagarium, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Walashat, Amyashabyaka, Kazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai, Labanyalawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamarian, Kasaya Sarah, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kabadian, Banakal, Bakwashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Ayawa, Daman, Larama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Ka'arab, Wazagabak, Wakazabak, Wakazazal, Mana'ah, Kana Samikawa, Ashar, Amawa, Nasharashah, Nanawa, Af, Awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Tamwa, Galya, Nakwash, Lapanya, Raka'ah, Ka'ash, Kaba'ar Yara, Wa, Kalaba, Balahat, Awariam, Khan, Daradakma, Basa'araka, Wasaba, Wapatka, Kabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Walawan, Waya, Bashawa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabala, Ayad, Waya, Kawaparwa, Waya, Abawa, Waya, Da'wa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Ayawan, Alkol, Harataza.
What you said in the English was, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O God,
O God,
hold not thy peace.
hold not thy peace,
And be not still.
and be not still.
O God,
O God,
for lo thy enemies.
lo thy enemies
Make a tumult.
make a tumult,
And they that hate thee.
they that hate thee
Have lifted up the head.
lift up their head.
They have taken crafty
They have
counsel
taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people,
And consulted against thy
so
enemies.
against thy enemies.
They have said,
They have said,
Come, let us cut them off.
Let's cut them off.
From being a nation. In the name of Israel.
The name of Israel.
May be no more remembrance.
Shall be no more
For
remembrance.
they are consulted together.
Together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the
And the
Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
Amalek.
The Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Sure is also joined with them.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As to the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to
As to
Jabin.
Jabin.
At the brook of Kasan.
Brook Kassan.
Which perished their indoors.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
Came and dung of the earth.
Make their nose like a
Make
red.
their nose like a red.
And like Zeel.
Like the air.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as
All the
Zabah.
princess of Ab.
And as
And
Zamuna.
as Amunah.
Who said?
Who said?
Let us take to
Let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my Lord.
Oh my Lord.
Make them like a will.
Make them like a will.
As the stumps like. As the stumble before the
And
wind.
the stumble before the
As the
wind.
fire burneth the wood.
Fire burn the wood.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
Flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
To persecute them.
with thy
With
tempest.
thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with
Fill
shame.
their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy
They
name.
may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
And trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to
Let
shame.
them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Are the most high.
Are the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Alright, sorry, we're gonna turn back. We're gonna put the scrolls back down. Alright. We can be seated.
Have young man Marcus checking in class.
Hey, get that brother here, young man Marcus. Coming in from Sumter, South Carolina.
Right. Officer Amawad and Dewan.
We got Officer Amawad checking in from Shira.
Right.
We got young man Daquan Purse checking in from Greenville, South Carolina. Alright, we're gonna go to the book of Exodus. Is it Exodus?
Exodus 8 and 24, sir.
8 and 24.
We'll read, what did I say, 8 24?
Come.
Yes, read it all the way to 31. You might as well read 32. Exodus 8 24, Lord. Yeah, let's start out right there. Uh-huh.
Exodus 8:31.
Right. No, 8 and 24.
Oh, slide. 8 and 24.
Right.
Para'ah, Abakaya, Ashalak,
And you know that's Anak.
Anakaya,
You know,
Ashalak,
right.
Atakam, Atakam, Wazaba, Katom, Layaha, Waha, Allahai, Yak, Allaha, Yakam, Bamada, Bara, Rawak, Rock. Haraka kwa laa daraka yakwa wa lalakata haai tayara wa baai daya. Verse 25. Waya'a mara mashaha hanaha tana kaya yawataza ma'ai maka waha'ai taya Allah Yahweh Wasara Hai Rabba Ma Para Aha Ma'ai Bada Yawa ma'ai, mawa, maka, ra, rakwa, Allah, yasa, yasa-pa, yasa, yasa, para'ai, ha, hata, la, la bala, taya, shalak, ath, ha'ain, lazaba, la yaha, waha. Verse 26. Waya taza'a, mashaha, ma'aim, para I ha, waya I tara, Allah, Yahawah, wa it's like waya I sha, Yahawah, kadaba ra, mashaha, mashaha, waya sa ra, ha'ai rabba, mapa ra, I ha, ma'ai bada yawa, wa ma'ai mawa, la'a, nasha'a ra, akada, verse 28. Waya kaba da, para'ai ha, laba wa, gum, bapa ain, haza'a, it's like haza'a, wala'a, shalaka, ha'ain, pa.
Okay, that's good. For some reason, it only goes to 28, but the Bible goes to 32. Weird. Huh?
Alright, Con, we're gonna go to the English.
Come, sir. And the Lord, Exodus 8 and 24. And the Most High did so. And there, let me back up a little bit, sir, if I could.
Yeah, Con, what verse is that?
That was verse 24. I'm going to back up a little bit for clarity,
Con,
sir.
just go show everybody where we started, where we left off at a little bit.
Come, sir. Verse 21. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarm of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and upon thy houses. And the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies.
Right, so now we at the spot where the Most High is starting to allow all the plagues that come upon them. That's right. Get that out your mouth, man. Give it to your sisters. Give it to your sisters.
Full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereupon they are.
Right, so the Most High said, somebody getting it. The Most High said he's going to plague Egypt with flies.
Mm-hmm.
Now think about what Africa is notoriously famous for nowadays. Flies. Those flies are ancient flies. The flies in Africa, they have a long generation of being there. You know what I'm saying? Like this happened during the time of Egypt. The Most High allowed flies. You think about it, how aggravating these flies are. Most High said He gonna let these flies be everywhere. They gonna come out of the ground where they are. Go ahead.
And you know, also, sir, if I may,
Come on, you got it.
that you know, this flies carry malaria and all mosquitoes and all those things too. So
Think about what Africa is famous for right now.
that's right.
Malaria,
Right.
flies, famous for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like malaria is like catching a regular cold over there.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes yellow, can't do anything. What's wrong with you? Like, oh, I got malaria. Oh, he good. He just gives Robitussin. They ain't got Robitussin. They got food tussin.
That's one of that's one of the nations you go in the world where you got to get a bunch of shots. I can't tell you how many. It might be about 20.
Let me see all you what's them anti-vaccinated people. Oh, I don't take the vaccine. Well, go to Africa. You're gonna be wishing you took that vaccine.
That's right.
You're gonna be over there looking like you're doing heroin. How many needles they're gonna have hanging out of vein over there?
That's right.
Come on, you got it up.
And verse 22. And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarm of flies shall be there.
Right, and that day when those flies started to attack, the Most High said he was going to sever the land of Goshen. Does anybody know what the word sever means?
Yes. Oh.
Let me see if anybody in the chat can answer.
Okay, COMCAST. Want me to read that again, sir?
Go on, you can read it again.
And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarm of flies shall be there.
Right, the Most High said he was going to sever the land of Goshen.
Oh, Marcus, young man Marcus says to cut.
That's right.
To cut.
To cut. Mm-hmm. Something that's going to be cut, severed, separated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you sever something, it means that it's cut, it's separated.
Come.
Get that brother in hand. Marcus also. Yeah, right. So the Most High said he was going to do what?
He said, and I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarm of flies shall be there, to the end that thou mayest know that I am the Most High in the midst of the earth.
Yeah, right. Like he severed us from the land of Egypt,
right.
Goshen. Because Goshen is where we dwell. Goshen was like the ghetto. It's like the hood. Most High showed that day that the best place to be in that time was in the ghetto. Mm-hmm. You gotta remember, Egypt was a nation that was flourishing. Like this was like the capital. You know what I'm saying? This was like Washington D.C. or New York. Mm-hmm. So this place was the place to be. Mm-hmm. You know, if anything, you wanted to be in Egypt to get to see all the glorious things, to get to see the pyramids, the beautiful things that they had going on in Egypt. But the Most High severed that land during this time. Mm-hmm. He cut the land of Goshen off from Egypt and allowed flies to just flourish. Mm-hmm. You know, back then it was flourishing for gold and everything, but during this time the Most High let it flourish for flies. You got it.
I think Officer Amawad had to cut off also. So.
Trying to get Officer Amawad in hand, man. Right.
And let's see. Oh, let's just let you know, sir, that the Most High is only concerned about his people.
That's it.
You know, he ain't concerned about no Africans and all them.
Damn right. That's why in these last days that we live in now, you're gonna want to be separated from these heathens, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir. Verse. Go on, sir.
Consulate now. Let me say one more thing. You can read that again.
Yeah, sir. And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarm of flies shall be there.
Right. And like we said, this is the best time to be separated from these heathens, man. Mm-hmm. Last night we seen something very horrible happen to an Asherite brother, man. The Asherite brother, man, got attacked by an Edomite woman, man. Got attacked by the Edomite woman, her and her other Edomite friend. And you could tell that the brother kind of deals with Edomite women. And it backfired. He was trying to talk to this Edomite woman, and he found out the hard way that the best thing for you to do in these last days is to sever yourself from these heathen.
That's right.
Like we seen and then the worst thing about it was a Judite brother who was on the sides of the Edomite, pushed that Asherite brother into the bushes. You know what I'm saying? And we came and spoke to the brother, and it was just a horrible thing to see because both of them didn't want to sever themselves from these Edomites.
Right.
You know, they both love him. The Judite brother loved the Edomite women. He trying to protect them. And the Asherite brother loved the Edomite woman. He was trying to talk to one.
Wow. And
it backfired. And the Edomite woman turned both of these brothers on each other.
Wow.
Because neither one of them want to sever themselves from this nation.
Dang.
You don't want the Most High to force you to be severed away from him. It's not going to be pretty. And that was a horrible thing to see, man. That brother get slapped by the devil, slap him in his face, and then get pushed in the bushes and still get verbally attacked.
Right.
And we told the brother, we was like, listen, man, this is the time and days for you to just separate, man.
Right.
Like, you don't want to learn the hard way that these people don't love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got it out.
That no swarm of flies shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth. Verse 23, and I will put a division between my people.
The Most High will do what?
I will put a division between my
I
people.
thought the Most High doesn't believe in division.
I will put a division between my people.
No, we all got to come together and love each other.
I will put a division between my people.
You better understand the Most High puts division between his people and other people.
God.
We're his people. Just like he did in Egypt. He put a division. I was right. Come here. Come here. Come here. You want to get it up? You want to stop doing it? Stop doing it. Good. So like it, my man. The Most High has always put division between his people and the other nations, man.
Oh God.
Like, we're supposed to be divided and separated from these heathens. That's why what Martin Luther King did, man, was truly disgusting, man.
That's right.
You see the result of him trying to bring us together.
That's right.
We were better divided. We were a lot better divided. We were able to flourish and do what we had to do.
God, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we wasn't joined to these nations right now.
God.
Imagine how black, Latinos, and Native Indians would be right now if we never joined hands with these heathens, like Martin Luther King said.
God, sir.
Like, Martin Luther King should have looked back in the book of Exodus and read and seen what the Israelites did in order for them to gain some type of mobility to lift each other up, man, to be stable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem with you Christian pastors out there, man. Especially you black and Latino Christian pastors who lie to our people and tell us to join hands with our enemy. Y'all don't never like to teach nothing out of the Old. Oh, the Old Testament. That's in the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament. Christ came with the same movement. He came and divided us as well. He never intended for us all to be joined hand in hand with these heathens, man. You got it. You got it, shut up.
So like if I could, that's another thing. When Christ came in on the New Testament, these Christians act like they don't know Christ followed something. He didn't just come out the womb and say, I'm gonna make sure I do this and that. Christ had to be following something.
Yeah, right. Christ came following the laws and statutes of the Old Testament. Mm-hmm. He talked about the how he was written back during the time of Moses. You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't come and change everything. He didn't change nothing. He always wanted us to be divided from these heathens. Because when the Most High starts to plague these heathens for their crimes, you don't want to be joined hand in hand with these oppressors, man. Just like now, you got black, Latinos, and Native Indians who's fighting in the American war, who are sad, crying, because they don't want to go fight in the war. Because they finally get it now. This war has nothing to do with us. Right? This war has nothing to do with poor black people. This war has nothing to do with poor Latinos and Native Indians.
That's right.
Who joined because their Christian pastor told them, you should join and fight for what's right. You should join. And then you fake Israelite groups tell brothers and sisters too that they can join and be a part of the military. That they can join the military of Esau. Just like all the brothers and sisters that go back to Jerusalem, that go back to Israel thinking that they're going to be able to flourish, and you got to go fight in that military.
That's right.
Stupidity.
That's right.
We're going to go back to Jerusalem. We're going to go back to Israel. Then you go back there and tell you the only way you can become a citizen if you enroll your children into the military. No matter what state in America, what's the difference? You getting the same treatment?
That's right.
Yes, you want to say?
If I can say, also on it, when you go back when they I think it's Ben Amin you're talking about referring to,
right?
They send those people to war, and plus they put them on the worst land they got there, near the nuclear dumps.
Right near the nuclear dumps.
Poison land, man. It's crazy. Also, Dewan Kerr said cut off too for severe. Also,
get that brother a hand too. Yeah, right. You can go ahead.
Verse 24. No, sorry. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be.
What?
Tomorrow shall this sign be.
He was going to show them the next day that it's a division between us. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And the Most High did so. And there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh. Verse 24. And the Lord did so, and there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh.
There came a grievous amount of flies on Pharaoh.
God.
He had so many flies.
Wow. And in the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt.
And what?
Into all the land of Egypt. And the land was corrupted by reason of a swarm of flies.
The land got corrupted by a swarm of flies. Damn flies took over the land. Let that be a lesson to you, man.
Lord.
The Most High ain't got to send all type of different variations like the so-called oppressor does. Most High send a bunch of damn flies and frogs and different things like that to torment you. That's torment.
That's right.
Like that's that's a lot of torment. Imagine you in the heat in the summer, and I ain't talking about, you know how you got flies that be in your house, but I'm talking about thousands of flies. You look at one Hamite child, he got 60 flies on him.
Oh wow.
60 flies per child. On his eyeball, forehead, ears, flying in your nostrils. You just all day you just doing this. All day.
That ain't good.
Like that's torment.
Torment, sir.
Like that's how the Most High builds it up. He builds it. The Most High is like he's a movie director. You know, he builds up the suspense. First he starts the storyline off. You know, it gets good. Then you find out who's the bad guy and the good guy. Then the Most High gets you to learn about what happened in the movie and everything like that. Then he starts to build a suspicion up in it. Then he starts to let the good part happen, then the action, and then you got the ending. And then you like, and that was a good movie. And that's what happened to Egypt. Right now, Egypt in the good part right now, the movie. They getting tormented, flies.
Oh God, sir.
Girl, you got it, Bible Show.
Verse 25. And Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron.
Yeah, them flies were too much for him. Like this is the king of, this is Pharaoh. He's the man of the land of Egypt.
Oh God.
He can't even handle the flies. He ain't got enough. What's them things that they use to keep the flies off?
Fly stickers.
Yeah, he ain't got enough fly swats and fly stickers to keep these things off.
Oh God.
Like you got to hit these flies with a bat because there's so many of them. You know what I'm saying? They traveling in a pack. Flies making formation and everything.
Oh God, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, Go ye, sacrifice to your God in the land.
Right, and that's what you want, man. When you have your enemy at a point where they're very vulnerable, take advantage of it. And I ain't talking about rob them or hurt them or steal them. Like if they in a position where, like right now, you starting to see what's starting to happen in this earth. Don't hold him like that. You're gonna break his arm.
And Moses said, Is it not meet to do so?
And read what Pharaoh told him after all them flies happened to him.
For we shall. Okay. Swarm of flies. Verse 26.
Come.
And Moses said.
Well, read what Pharaoh told Moses.
And Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, Go ye, sacrifice to your God in the land.
Right. And the Pharaoh got to a point where he was tormented so much that he just said, you know what, go ahead and do what you want to do. Go ahead and do what you want to do. Go ahead, go sacrifice to your God. Because the Most High had got him to a point where they were at a low state. And Pharaoh didn't want to listen, just like the oppressor right now. They haven't stopped abusing us and everything. Right. Even though this war is going on in Russia, even though that they have had coronavirus flourish in this land and they had to shut down their empire, they still do not want to give us the opportunity to be free. There's still a hatred that they have for black Latinos and Native Indians here in this land and all over the earth. So guess what? It has to get worse. Now you got the gas prices going high. They just came out this week and said it's finna be a rise on food because the fertilizer is too much money.
Dang.
To get the fertilizer to grow the vegetables and fruits, it's too much money.
Wow.
So now you paying what, $2 for a loaf of bread? Sooner or later that loaf of bread gonna be $5.
Right. COMCAST, sir.
Sooner or later that can of whatever you like to eat is gonna be twice as high.
COMCAST.
You see they already put a price up on the chicken wings. Yeah, chicken wings was at one point in time, chicken wings was $9 for a bag of chicken wings. We went in the store, the price for a bag of chicken wings is $15.
Man.
15, you paying what, 60 cents a wing?
Dang.
You might as well go to the store. And now the store already was high. Now they're gonna do an increase on their food. Sooner or later, you ain't gonna even be able to go out to restaurants to eat. They thought coronavirus slowed them down. Wait till the food prices start to rise up.
Right.
Who gonna want to go to Burger King and get a Whopper that's usually like $3, now they charging you $8 for one Whopper.
Wow.
I make a Whopper at my house.
That's right.
Who gonna want to go to the fancy restaurant where they already charging you $50 a steak? Now they charging you $100 a steak.
Wow.
Who's gonna want to go sit down and eat? Nobody. Guess what's gonna happen to your restaurants again? They're gonna have to shut down again. They're gonna have to shut these restaurants down. Ain't nobody gonna be ordering pizza. Your cheap spots are gonna be the spots that you're gonna want to go to. And guess what? This is when if you're Black, Latino, Native Indian, take advantage of these heathens at their weak point. Right. This is when we start opening our little businesses. This is when we start selling the little dollar hot dogs, the little beef hot dog for $2 a piece.
That's right.
Or $1 a piece. Come together with your brothers and sisters. You start serving plates for cheaper. Oh yeah, we know the food prices don't went up, but we still got our plates of food for $6. Still feeding brothers and sisters, man. Because how we gonna do it, we ain't gonna be looking for any type of financial gain with helping our people. If we can make enough money to go ahead and still keep it, it's like bring me that child. Right, so like we said, man, in those days, man, take advantage of these heathens, man, when they at their weak point. When they're at their weak point, when their businesses are not flourished, slide in and start your businesses. Sooner or later, those taco trucks are gonna be how you eat and feed your family, man. Sooner or later, these restaurants, these black restaurants, you're gonna be on the front line, man. Guess what? We're gonna still be serving food and everything, man. Making sure our people are straight and situated. Like the Most High is gonna put us to the test, and you're gonna need to take advantage of our heathens at their weak point. When they want to start, I'm gonna sell my business, man. I can't keep it up. Take over that business. When these heathens want to start selling these cars for cheap as they could possibly get them for, take advantage of that. Take advantage of them at their weak point, man. Do what our forefather Jacob did when Esau came in us starving for food. Took advantage of him at his weak point. Didn't hurt him. Didn't try to kill him and didn't try to do anything bad to him. Just took advantage of him at his weak point. Just like how they do us, turn the tables around on them.
That's right.
Sooner or later, you're going to have Edomites lined up trying to eat a hot dog with chili on it from, what's the sister, Teresa. Esau going to be in the ghetto trying to eat those grits and fish from sister Renee.
That's right.
He going to love to eat the brother barbecue ribs in that day. Oh, brother, these ribs delicious. Oh, yeah, I had to shut down my restaurant. Oh, nobody don't want to pay $100 for that steak, do they, huh? Don't worry. I got the best chicken spam over here you can find on the block. And it's barbecue spam for ham, guys. So, like, you got it up.
Okay. Verse 26. And Moses said, it is not meet to do so.
And Moses told Pharaoh, when Pharaoh told us to go ahead and go to the wilderness and start worshiping, Moses came back on him and cut him. Oh, I thought you said it wasn't good. I thought you said it wasn't meet for us to do this. Read that again, not Barbara Shaw.
And Moses said, it is not meet to do so, for we shall sacrifice the abomination of Egyptian to the Lord our God.
Right, and he said it's an abomination to sacrifice the things of Egypt to our God.
Right.
You're not supposed to be sacrificing anything else to the Most High. If the Most High tells you how to sacrifice, do it the way He tells you to. Like, and it's a way how you sacrifice still to this day.
Right.
It ain't by burning. It ain't by killing animals and slicing the blood, and it ain't by doing whatever type of folly you think is sacrifice. How you sacrifice right now is coming back and serving the Most High, man.
Right.
Coming back and giving yourself over to the Most High, to the law, to His law, statutes, and commandments. That's how we sacrifice today. We come back and sacrifice ourselves, man, to come back and serve the Most High Lord. We do everything that He tells us to do. We keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And we're not bringing the ways of America to the Most High. We ain't coming to the Most High trying to sacrifice to Him. You know what I'm saying? By doing the things that America tells us to do. Your Christian church think that they're sacrificing to the Most High. They believe that they sacrificing to the Most High. Pastor go after he get through doing his sermon, ain't that what they call it? His sermon. He after he, y'all Lord, Jesus Christ, bring all the kids. I mean, all of the people that want to be sanctified. He gets done. He go eat a nice fried pork chop sandwich, crispy, with the seasoned salt and black pepper. He's in heaven when he goes home. The first lady done made him the first plate with the pork chop on it for Sunday. First lady make him the first plate with the pork chop on it. Blood pressure through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Because they sacrifice strange things to the Most High, man. That's why the Most High is not in your churches. They don't know how to sacrifice to the Most High, man. They do the same thing that a lot of heathens have done, man. They want to sacrifice to the Lord by the ways of the heathens, man. You got to read that again.
And Moses said, "It is not meet so to do so, for we shall sacrifice the abomination of Egyptian to the Lord our God. The Lord our God. Lo, shall we sacrifice the abomination of Egyptian before their eyes, and will they not stone us?"
Read that again slowly, y'all, if you could, Baba Kusha.
And Moses said, "Is it not meet to do so? For we shall sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Lord our God. Lo, shall we sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians before their eyes, and they will not stone us?"
Right. And if you was to sacrifice the things of the Egyptians in front of the Egyptians' eyes, they gonna kill you. The heathens gonna kill you. Because we're saying we're gonna do one thing, but we're doing another thing. Like, it's just like no different than now. That's why, man, when you come into this truth and you start serving the Most High, you have a role and responsibility. Like, everybody's looking for something to point the finger at us for. Everybody's looking for something for us to be doing wrong so we can say, "See, I told you them brothers in the U.P.K. be doing evil. See, I told you they be doing wrong and doing this and do that." Because everybody's looking for something where they can point the finger and blame us for it, man. And you have to come to a realization you have a role and responsibility when you make that oath with the Most High. Right. When you a sister in this school, you got it up.
I can say also, sir, Moses and Aaron knew that they can't really do the proper service in that land because the Egyptians, they don't like that. They'd stone. They had a certain law. You got to worship our abominable, filthy, stinking gods.
Yeah, right.
They said, man, that's why I say before their eyes, we need to get out of this land and go do what we need to do outside of this Egypt right here, so we can go 3 days journey into the wilderness and do our thing, right, and sacrifice our God.
Yeah, right. Give him a hand. He's right. What we wanted to do was an abomination to the Egyptians. Right. Us serving our God was an abomination. You got to remember what they was serving back then. Ra and what's the Seth? They had the guys that were homosexuals over there. One of the guys said that they created life by secreting semen into his own mouth. Spitting it on the ground.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Who teaches that child that?
Hey, people crazy, boy.
You want to teach your kid, yes, son, the way the earth was formed was so and so took one in the mouth and spit it on the ground and the earth formed. Okay, y'all disgusting. We heard worse yesterday. We heard a brother tell us yesterday that mermaids are our people. Right. I said, well, what? He said, yeah, mermaids are people too. I said, damn, this nigga believe in Disney. When he said, only thing I could think of was that crab when they said, I'm gonna see. I said, damn, boy, outside of the U.P.K, you are a nutcase. Right. Brother said, yeah, my brother just got his third eye. I said, what? this bracelet represents this and that. My grandma blessed this. I'm like, brother, what has that bracelet saved you from?
Right.
Has that bracelet stopped you from paying bills? Huh? Have your bills stopped? Wait a minute. Is that bracelet gonna stop you from dying? Is that bracelet gonna get black people off of drugs? If it is, you need to get a bunch of them for everybody in the black community. That bracelet and that belief that they have does not stop or changes anything. Coming back and serving the Most High helps to change it.
That's right. That's right.
You can go ahead, Al-Baqasha.
Verse 27. We will go 3 days journey into the wilderness.
What did Moses say?
We will go 3 days journey into the wilderness.
Right. We is the nation of Israel. We gonna go 3 days in the wilderness. And guess what? We, as the nation of Israel, we're gonna go serve the Most High too. We got the Passover coming. We gonna go serve the Most High on the Passover. We ain't gonna be in your stinking slaveries and none of that. We gonna go serve the Most High.
That's right.
Go ahead.
We will go 3 days journey to the wilderness and sacrifice to the Most High our God, as He command us.
As He what?
As He command us.
Right, that was a commandment back then. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that ye may sacrifice to the Most High your God in the wilderness. Only ye shall not go very far away.
Right, this mug still just a piece of trash. Like, it wasn't. He said, I'll let you go, but y'all can't go too far away. Stay where I can see you. No different than now. Like, we want to go worship the Most High. They ain't gonna let us go too far.
Right.
They ain't gonna let us go serve the Most High where we want to. They want to still keep us close. And Pharaoh wanted to do the same thing.
Right.
He said, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you go. Like, he can't let the slaves go serve their God for 3 days. For 3 days. 3 days. You can't even go serve your God, man.
Wow.
It's no different than being into slavery. The only reason we get freed up now is because of vacation days. You got vacation days. If you ain't got vacation days, and you tell the heathen, hey, look, man, I know I just started this job, but my belief and my tradition is we have something called a Passover where we take, a couple of days and we go serve the Lord for the Passover. I can give you 2 days, Jerome, but I can't give you 5. I can't give you those 4 or 5 days that you want. I can give you 2, but I can't give you those 5. You got to come back. Like, oh man, if I don't come back, what happened? Oh, we got to let you go. Back in this time, Pharaoh didn't even want to let us to go serve our God for 3 days in the wilderness. Go ahead.
That ye may sacrifice the Lord your God in the wilderness, only ye shall not go very far away. Entreat for me.
Damn, entreat for me. What's the word entreat mean?
It's to plead or to pray for me or it's like in other words, I pray you, make supplication.
Right. This bastard still wanted us to still, like, you just pray for, come on, man, do this for me. Do this for me. Y'all go worship, but just stay close by. Can you do this for me, Moses?
Right.
Like, God dang, you that disgusting?
Right.
You that filthy? Like, you still got to get a part in on this?
Right.
We can't even get 3 days to go worship our Lord. You want us to stay close by. You want us to stay close by just so we can do what? Be right there on the edge, so just in case you need us to come work for you, we right here?
Man.
Like, come on, don't let the slaves go. Don't let the slaves go. Come on. I'll give you 3 days, but just be a little closer. It don't take you so long to get back and start back working.
It's almost like Pharaoh was like begging him to please do this for me.
Yeah, do this for me. That's what he's saying.
I'm scared of them flies.
Yeah, flies get to flying on your eyeball. Man, I see plenty of videos with the Hamites with the fly on the eyeball. This little boy just sitting there looking at the camera like,
right.
You ain't gonna help? They better make some fly shish kebabs over there. Get some fufu and some flies and some doo-doo and
ooh, Lord.
Yikes. You got a Hamite specialty over there. Come on, you got it out.
Verse 29. And Moses said, Behold, I go out from thee, and I will entreat the Lord that the swarm of flies may depart from Pharaoh.
Right. Listen, I will go out there and talk to the Most High.
Right.
So get these flies away from Pharaoh. Go ahead.
From his servants and from the people tomorrow. But let not Pharaoh deal deceitfully any more in not letting the people go to sacrifice the Most High.
Right. Don't be a devil, Pharaoh.
Right.
Don't try to deceive us. Don't say we can go and serve our God, but then when it's time for us to go, you change your mind.
Right.
Don't do that to us. Don't be so deceitful.
Wow.
That's the ways of America. That's the way how America do it. Oh, we're going to make sure you get 40 acres and a mule. Nothing.
Right.
We're going to make sure everybody gets equality. Nothing. Slavery has been abolished. Nothing. You got to understand the people that we're dealing with. When it comes to dealing with a heathen, always remember they got something up their sleeve. There's always a plan with them when it comes to something. They might say one thing, but you better believe it's something else that they got planned for us. You got it out.
Verse 30. And Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. And verse 31. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses. And he removed the swarm of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, from his people. There remained not one.
All right, so all the flies had left.
Wow.
Read it again.
And the Lord and the Most High did according to the words of Moses. And he removed the swarm of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. There remained not one. And verse 32, and Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also. Neither would he let the people go.
So Pharaoh said he was going to do it, and guess what he did?
Man.
Hardened his heart. Pharaoh hardened his heart. He still didn't do what he said he was going to do. Read that again if you could, Baba Shah.
Concept. And the Lord, and the Most High did according to the word of Moses, and he removed the swarm of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. There remained not one.
All right, so he took the flies away from Pharaoh.
Verse 32, and Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also. Neither would he let the people go.
He still was a piece of trash.
Right.
Still. Moses got the flies out for him. He said, yo, the flies gone? Man, we ain't letting them N-words go. We ain't letting them Negroes and Latinos go nowhere.
Right.
They still gonna have to serve. Put them back out there. Let them work. We ain't letting them go nowhere. Go ahead.
That was it, so we're going to get back to
We're gonna go back to the Hebrew.
Exodus 9:1. Amor, Yahweh, Allah, Mashaha, Ba'a, Allah, Para'aha, Wadaba, Rath, Wadaba, Rath, Allah Yahweh, Khan, Amar, Yahweh, Allah Haya, Ha'ai Barayim, Shalak, Amaya, Waya'a, Bada, Naya, Kaya, Ma'ana, Atha, La Shalak, Wa'ai, Wadak, Makaza, Yak, Bum. Verse 3. Hanaha, Yad, Yahawa, Hawa Yaha, Bama, Kwana, Ka, Ashar, Basha, Daha, Basa, Wasaya, Bakama, Rayam, Baga Malayam, Bamakwa Ra, Wabataza, Na, Daba Debar, Kabada, Ma'a, Da. Verse 4. Wahapa, Laha, Yahawah, Bayan, Makwa Naha, Yasharal, Wabayan, Makwa Naha, Mataza, Riyam, Wala'a, Yama Wath, Makal, Labanaya, Yasharal, Daba, Debar. Verse 5. Wayashum, Yahawah, Mawa'ada, La'amar, Makar, Ya'ai, Shahad, Yahawah, Hadabar, Hazaha, Ba'a, Ratazah, Ya'ai, Shah, Yahawah, Ath, Hadabar, Hazaha, Mamaka, Ruth, Wayamath, Call, Makwa, Naha, Maltazar, Mamakwa, Naha, Banaya, Shah, it's like Yasharal, La'a, Ma, Akada, verse 7. Akkad.
Like one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Akkad, verse 7. Shalak, Para'ai, Ha, Wahanaha, La'a, Math, Mamakwa, Naha, Yasharal, Aid, Akkad, it's like Wayaka, Bada, Laba, Para'aiha, Wala'a, Shalak, Ath, Hain. Verse 8.
That's it.
What's up, Christ? You got me?
Exodus, chapter 9. Then the Most High said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me.
That they may what?
Serve me.
The only way we can serve the Most High if these heathens get their hands off us, man.
That's right.
The only way we can serve the Most High today is if America stops putting their feet on our neck, man. Right. We can't serve the Most High in this wicked kingdom, man.
Right.
It's hard, man. We can serve him, but the way that we're going to be fully able to serve him is if we get away from these heathens, man.
That's right.
The ones that are lost, our people that are lost and confused, don't know anything, you got to get away from America. You got to get your spirit away from this land, man.
God, right.
You know what I'm saying? You can live in this land, but you still need to get your spirit away from this land.
Right.
And when we're physically taken away out of this land, Most High in Christ, man.
Right.
Most High in Christ. Like, this war needs to continue to happen with America and Russia, man. Let these heathens continue to go to war with each other.
Right.
We just looked on the news and what they say. They said India said they accidentally shot a missile into Iran. Was it Iran? Oh no, Pakistan. And if you know anything about Pakistan and India, those bastards hate each other.
That's right.
They cannot stand each other. And what's called just shot a missile over there. Think about the type of tensions that they on right now.
Right.
Go ahead, out, Baba Shah.
Concert. Verse 2. For if thou refuse to let them go and withhold them still, verse 3. Behold, the hand of the Most High is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon thy horses, upon thy asses, upon thy camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain.
The Most High's hand is upon everything in the land of Egypt. And he said it's going to be a grievous what?
Murrain. Gotta look that word up, sir.
What does the word murrain mean?
I don't know. I gotta look that one up, sir. Look that one up there. I don't know. Seeing that word. Murrain. It says a murrain is an epidemic that limit the sheep and cattle. It's like an epidemic among the cattle.
Epidemic. It's like when they had the, what's that called, bird flu?
Right.
Or the pig swine flu, whatever it is, the swine flu, where they had to go kill all them pigs off. Most High said he was going to allow something to come upon the cows and everything on the land of Egypt. Your nice, glorious cows that you got in the land of Egypt, which a lot of them Egyptians probably was allowed to piss in their head. You know, that's a Hamite culture that they love. For some strange reason, they like for the cows to urinate in their head. We have no idea why, but it is a part of some customs. Most High said he was going to allow an epidemic to come upon. Read it again,
COMCAST, sir. Behold, the hand of the Most High is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain.
It's going to be a grievous thing to come upon all your animals in the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And the Most High shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt.
Right, he's going to separate the damn cattle. The Most High is going to separate the cattle. Like, you're going to learn that day, you know what, that's a Hamite cow over there. Can't you tell by the flies?
Right.
Can't you tell? The fly is depleted. It's a fly
That's
on
right.
the cow's eyeball.
God, oh God.
You're going to look to the right. Man, that's a glorious cow right there. Yeah, that's them Israelites. That's them Israelites, cows and animals over there. Man, it's glorious. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt. And there shall nothing die of all that is in the children of Israel.
Nothing was going to die amongst the children of Israel when it comes to our animals and our cattle. But those Hamites, in that day right there, I bet that was a horrible day. Think about how it was in the land of Egypt, man.
Wow.
I bet it was horrible. You got it out.
Verse 5. And the Most High appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the Most High shall do this thing in the land.
So I say he was going to do that thing in the land.
Right. Oh God, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. And the Most High did that thing on the morrow.
And the Most High did what?
He did that thing on the morrow.
Yeah, he did that. He did that. That's what he's doing right now in America.
Right. This don't sound like white English.
Nah,
so.
that ain't that. Most High did that. That's slang talk right there.
It's a black man book, sir.
The Most High did that next day, though.
Oh God.
That's us talking right here, man.
God, sir.
Read that again if you could.
God, sir. And the Lord appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the land shall do this thing in the land. And the Lord did that thing on the morrow. And all the cattle of Egypt died.
Imagine right now in America, you see right now, especially in the South where we're at right now, you see a lot of these devils have tons of livestock. I'm talking about this is how they survive. Down here in the South, it's nothing to see a cow running around down here. I'm talking about it's nothing to see a cow. Imagine if the Most High had to kill every cow of these heathens, man. Imagine what you would see happening. You would see oppressors lined up in the road waiting on the first 18-wheeler to smash them.
Right.
They would be lined up because that's how they survive. And think about how they survive. Like it's so many oppressors. I can only imagine the type of food that they have in the house. Like you got got 50 cows out there. 50 cows. He take one and can always feed his family. All the time he can feed his family. Go ahead, select it. You got it.
Yeah, COMCAST, sir. And the Most High did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one.
None of our cattle died during this time.
COMCAST.
Think about how glorious we looked at that time. Imagine how sad the Egyptians was. You look up in the land of Goshen, we still over there herding our cows and our sheep and our chickens. You know, we about to go have a chicken fry in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We over there eating fried chicken. They over there eating one of those foo-foos around back there. I don't know.
Foo-foo sound.
You gotta go ahead, Papa Sean.
COMCAST, sir. Verse 7. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of Israel dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go.
And this made him more mad.
Wow.
This made him more mad. He seen us flourishing over there. He got more mad. He said, you know, I ain't even gotta go no damn well now.
Right. I'll read that again, sir. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of Israel dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go.
They said Pharaoh's dead. What did Pharaoh do? He sent?
And Pharaoh sent.
Who did he send? He sent his servants up there to see what was going on in the land of Egypt. He was like, wait a minute. The land of Goshen. He was like, wait a minute. I know if our animals had died, I know their animals had died as well.
COMCAST, sir. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened.
That boy was mad.
It was hardened.
He was pissed off.
It was hardened.
He was very angry when he found out that none of our animals had died. They came back to him in the land of Egypt. Yeah, ain't nothing up there died.
Okay.
And he had to start coming to a realization that the Lord was real.
Oh God, sir.
Like it made him angry. First he took it as he mocked us, he laughed, he joked. Who was this God that you should go worship for 3 days?
Right.
It was a joke to him at first.
Oh God.
But when he seen that all the animals in Egypt had died, and all the animals in our land survived, yeah, he had to start worrying about it. He had to start thinking about it. Maybe this is real, and it angered him.
And the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go.
And he still didn't let us go, man.
Oh God, sir.
That's it on that one, still smoke.
That's it on that one.
Right, come on, we're gonna go back to the Hebrew.
Exodus 9 and 8. YAHANNA, Yahweh, Allah, Mashaha, Wa'ala, Aharon, Kwakawa, Lakam, Mala'a, Kapana, Yakam, Payaka, Kabasha, Kabashan, Waza, Rakwawa, Mashaha, Hashama, Yamaha, La'ai, Yana, Ya, Para, I, verse 9. Waha, Yaha, La'a, Bakwa, Al, Ko, Taratiza.
You know that's an 8, right?
Aratiza. It's like
Right, go ahead.
Mataza, Matazar, Waha, Yaha, Al, Ha'a, Ha'adum, Wa'ai, La, Haba ha, haba ha, maha. La shaka, yana. Parak, parak. Abai, baai, baaith. Bak, bakal. Arataza. Mataza, matazarin. Verse 10. Wayakwa, kawa. Payaka. Haka, bashana, bashan. It's like Haka, bashan. Waya, madawa. Lapa, naya. Parai, ha. Waya, zawakwa. Athwa. Mashaha. Hashama, yamaha. Waya, ha, ya. Shaka, yan. Abai, baai. Parak. Ba'adum. Wababa, hamaha. Verse 11. Wala'a, yakala wa. Haka, rata, mayam. Haka, rata, mayam. La'ai, mada. Lapanaya, mashaha. Mapanaya. Hashaka, yan. Kaya. Hayaha. Hashaka, yan. Baka, ra, ta. Baha, ra, ta. Mom. Wabakal. Matazarim. Verse 12. Wayaka, zakwa. Yahawa. Laba. Para'aha. Wala'a. Shama'ai. Allahim. Ka'ashar. Dabar. Yahweh. Allah. Mashaha. Verse 13. Wayamah. Yahweh. Allah. Mashaha. Hashakam. Babakwa Ra. Waha Ta Yataza Ba. Lapanaya. Para'ai Ha. Wa'ama Ratha. Allah Yawa. Kaha. Amor Yahweh. Allahaya. Ha'ai Barayam. Shalak. Almaya. Amor Yahweh. Allahaya. Ha'aya. Ha'a Barayam. Shalak. Almaya. Wayai. Badanaya. Kaya. Bapa'ai. Haza'ah. Anaya. Shalak. Call. Magapa. Zaya. Allah. Labak. Waba. Bada. Yak. Waba. Mak. Ba'ai, Bawa, Ba'ai, Bawa'ar, or Bara. Ba'ai, Bawara. Dada, da. Kaya. Ayan. Kamana, ya. Baka, Bukal. Ha'a, Rataza. Verse 15.
Yeah, man.
And the Lord, Exodus 9 and 8. And the Lord said unto Moses and to Aaron, take you handful of ashes and of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heavens in the sight of Pharaoh.
So he said, take the ashes and sprinkle it in the sight of the Pharaoh towards the heavens. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and it shall become a small dust in all the land of Egypt.
And it shall become a what?
A small dust in all of the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
And shall be a boil, breaking forth with blains.
God dang. What are blains, huh?
I looked that up, sir.
Look that
It don't sound good, though.
Imagine you see Moses, you see this man blow ashes into the sky, and all of a sudden dust starts to come. And with the dust, it brings boils. Boils are painful.
An inflamed swelling or sore on the skin.
God dang.
Inflamed swelling.
So it's burning.
It's burning inside. It's flames. It can't get off. It can't scratch this off, sir.
It hurts. That's all you heard. It hurts. Read that again up.
Oh God, sir. What was that? What was that? Verse 9. And it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil, breaking forth with blains upon man, upon beast, throughout all of the land of Egypt.
Good night. Good night. Not only did the man get it, but the beast got it too as well. Everybody got boils. You get a boil. You get a boil. And you get a boil. Good night. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And they took the ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it toward the heaven, and it became a boil, breaking forth with blains upon man, upon beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses.
Right, they couldn't. And what did the magicians couldn't do?
The magicians could not stand before Moses.
Why they couldn't stand before Moses? Go ahead, read it. Read the next line.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils.
Because what? They were trying to. They couldn't stand before Moses because guess what? They had boils too. It burns. They were burning. They had
inside out, sir. I'm slugging.
They had bumps that were burning. They couldn't even. They talking to Pharaoh. Look, Pharaoh, man, you know what? We're gonna try to. I gotta get out of here. There's too much going on here. I need some. What's that lotion called?
Calamari.
I need some of that lotion. I can't even say the word. I need some of that pink lotion.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils. For the boils was upon the magicians and all the Egyptians.
Yeah, everybody got a boil. Those same magicians who helped Pharaoh to believe that he could overcome this, they got the boils too. Jaleel, little baby.
Watch that heater back there, man.
Sit down. Stop playing. Go ahead, Baba Shah.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and all of the Egyptians. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them.
And he still didn't listen.
Wow.
Still did not listen.
Mm.
I mean, you got a boil on you, your kids, your family, and you mean tell me you still... That goes to show you how important blacks, Hispanics, and how needed we are inside of these nations. This bastard is willing to go through all of this just to keep us as slaves in his land. Think about that. Think about how we build empires and kingdoms. Right. These heathens need you so much that they're willing to go through whatever just to keep you as a slave. Why do you think America doesn't care about coronavirus? They don't care about the war with Russia. As long as we can slave in that empire, they do not give a damn. You can go ahead up.
And the Most High hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto him, as the Lord had spoken unto Moses. And the Most High said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me.
Yeah, they may what?
Serve me. Wow.
Hey, that's the only thing the Most High wants us to do, man. He just wants us to serve him, man.
Right, God.
Not yourself, not other gods, but come and serve him.
Oh, God, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart.
He said, I'm gonna send all my plagues upon your heart, upon your mind. Only thing you're gonna be thinking about all day is these plagues.
Oh God!
That's it. That's the only thing that's gonna be in your mind. How can we stop the boils? How can we stop the flies? How can we stop the damn animals from dying?
Blood.
Good night. Go ahead up.
I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
He gonna have only thing you gonna think on your mind is all of these plagues happening to you and your people. That's what was on the mind of every Egyptian during this time. It's all of these plagues. And guess what they found out? They found out it ain't no God like this. It ain't no power like this.
That's right.
Like the magicians up here doing tricks, Ra, Ra, and homosexual guy, whatever. Ain't none of them doing this. The dog head one, what's the one with the dog head? I don't know what.
I don't know what that is, sir.
Tardation. All of that, they thinking to themselves in their mind, hey, can't none of these guys do it. This is real power right here. Listen, we got boils. We got flies. We had frogs. We had, what else we had? We had, come on, I don't want to think about it anymore. It's too much.
Lice, had frogs,
good night.
Blood.
The lice. Imagine you just overcoming lice, and next time you get hit with another plague when you get boiled. You bald headed with boils. You bald headed with boils all over you. Good night. Think about how ugly them people were looking at you. Like you think about that. They probably had beautiful women that was a part of their nation. They probably had beautiful Egyptian women to them. You get the lice, you gotta cut all your hair off. You get the boils. Jeez Louise. Sheesh. Boils just popping up on your skin and they hurt.
Wow.
Go ahead, you got it.
Might as well keep reading. Close to 12, sir. For now I will stretch out my hand, and I will smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth.
What is pestilence?
Things that.
What are pestilence?
I'll look it up definition, sir. It's like a pest, like a pestilence definition: a fatal epidemic disease, especially something like bubonic plague. It's fatal, sir.
The Most High, it's gonna kill. The Most High said He was gonna do it. Read that again.
And I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart, and upon thy servant, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is no other God like me in earth, none other like me in earth. For now I will stretch forth my hand, that I may smite thee, and thy people with pestilence.
With what?
With pestilence.
With a virus that was going to kill. What happened to America in 2020? What happened to America in 2020? The Most High scratched out his hand on America, man.
Don't count, sir.
He scratched it out on the whole earth. The whole earth got hit with this pestilence, man. Right. That's going to show you, this is the power of the Most High. Now the Most High just ain't starting to judge little nation by nations. He's judging the whole entire earth, man.
Wow.
Right. The whole entire earth is getting affected, man.
That's right.
Go ahead up, Baba Shah.
Come, sir. With pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth.
And you should be what?
And thou shalt be cut off from the earth.
Yeah, this plague right here gonna make you get cut off from the earth. Ain't nobody want to come to China when they had that pestilence, did they? Who wanted to go there and eat in China?
No.
Who wanted to come to America?
That's right, sir.
Every nation was starting to get cut off during this time.
Come, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. And the very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and thy name may be declared throughout all the earth. Verse 17. As yet exaltest thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go.
Right. Most I said, I'm gonna scratch up. Read that again, Baba Shah.
As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people.
As you exalt yourself against our people, just like how they do in America. How does this oppressor do with himself in America? He exalts himself. Right. That image of Savior Bourgeois is him exalting himself on our people, man. Mm-hmm. When you look up in the White House and you see a so-called oppressor president, that's them exalting themselves over us.
Sir.
And Pharaoh did the same thing. Read that again, Barker.
As yet exaltest thyself against my people, and that thou wilt not let them go.
And he want to do what?
Thou wilt not let them go.
Yeah, they don't want to do the same thing in America. Go ahead.
Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain, a very grievous hail.
Ooh, keep going. I want to get this in before we shut it down.
Such as hath not been in Egypt since the foundation, even until now.
Right. It ain't seen hell like this since this place was started, even until now. What they gonna see, they never seen before in that land. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Send therefore now, and gather thy cattle, and all thou hast in the field. For upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field shall not be brought home.
Should not what?
Shall not be brought home.
What happens when you ain't coming home? Go ahead.
The hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die.
They shall what?
They shall die.
Imagine if hail starts coming out the sky so big, if you get hit by it, it's a wrap. Go ahead.
And he feared the word of the Lord. He feared the word of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Among the servants of Pharaoh, made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses.
Got it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is so heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? This is, truly showing the true judgment of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? And while all this is going on, you know what I'm saying, Russia is warning the U.S., from making shipments to Ukraine. You understand? So, we've been saying it and saying it, you know what I'm saying? But we are definitely in the midst of this World War III, man.
Right.
You understand? And, that going on, what's going on over there in Ukraine is just the beginning, man, of many sorrows, man, you know what I'm saying, for all these, other countries in these NATO countries, as well as the U.S. as well, too, man. You know what I'm saying? You think gas prices is skyrocketing now, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard Officer Bun say, man, good time, man, wait till you see these chicken prices go up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait till you see the cost of meat go up, man. You know what I'm saying? And just like what we were saying earlier, man, you know what I'm saying? Like the Most High, he could truly cut off all food supply if he truly wanted to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He can truly cut off all the food supply, man. You know what I'm saying? So of course, in the midst of all this, you know what I'm saying, this is the time, man, for black Latinos, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, to truly come together, man, and come back to their true heritage and culture, man, you know what I'm saying? Because we are definitely going to need one of those.
Damn right.
So, like,
y'all somebody got your hand, man. Damn right. Damn right. Like you said, man, hey, America butting in everybody's business, man.
That's right.
They want to help Ukraine. Don't worry. Putin gonna show you how gangster he is.
Right.
Putin be swimming with sharks. I heard fighting bears and stuff. Putin had the foot down on Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? And Putin he gonna show America too. You wanna intervene with it? No sweat. I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder how he's gonna answer to that threat. Only time will tell, man.
Okay.
You got it out.
Verse 21. And he regarded not the word of the Lord, left his servants and his cattle in the field.
Yeah, right. Pharaoh didn't even listen. This dude, it's no different than America, man. We come on the street corners and tell America their judgment. In the UK, Puerto Rico, we tell the people that's in the land of Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica, Mexico, the nation of Israel. We do this everywhere. Canada. We telling our people about what's to happen, man. And what does everybody do? Act like nothing's gonna even happen. They disregard the words that we say to them. Go ahead.
22. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward the heaven.
Do what?
Stretch forth thy hand toward the heaven, that there may be hail in the land of Egypt, upon man, upon beast, and every herb of the field.
And even on the herb. Imagine if you got corn out there growing, and it starts to hail. That stuff is gonna be destroyed. You ever seen a hailstorm hit cars and everything? It destroys it. All right, go ahead, Baba Kashar.
Upon every herb of the field throughout of the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder, hail, fire, ran along upon the ground.
Read that again.
Oh. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and fire ran along upon the ground.
Good night. Good night. Now, if you still don't understand this is the work of the Lord,
Man.
I don't know what else to do for you.
Right.
Now, you can imagine them Egyptians,
right.
when that happened, they was at the point like, hey, listen, this is real. You got hail and fire. It's cold snow. It's cold rocks coming down. But with the cold rocks, fire coming down too. Listen, if I was a heathen, I'd be like, listen, man, what the hell Pharaoh got going on up there? Let them people go, Pharaoh. Go ahead, Baba Kashar.
And the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail, fire mingled with hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in the land of Egypt, since it became a nation.
It ain't never been nothing like that ever to happen in the land of Egypt. It's cold ice falling out the sky, but it has fire with it too. What the hell is that? That's something else.
That's right.
That is the power. Only the Most High can do something like that.
Oh, God.
Man can't do that.
Well,
You got it up.
well, he said he would destroy the herbs, and that's how he did it. That fire ran along that ground, destroyed anything that's vegetation, herb, burned that up.
Imagine you being out there in the field, you chilling in it, and you just start seeing rocks of ice come out of the sky with fire. So not only your stuff catching on fire, but rocks of ice are coming out the sky too. You looking at everything get on fire, and this thing next to somebody right in the head, dead. Clunk, 2 get shot. You done. Go ahead.
And the hail smote Egypt, smote throughout all of Egypt, and the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, and all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail.
Right. And with that, we're going to go ahead and stand up, man of Israel. We're going to stand. We're going to blow the shofar.
SHALAM.
SHALAM.
And then we're going to turn the face to the east.
Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Bashmayo, Rash, I.S.U.P.K, Hawa, I.S.U.P.K, Kabaa, Zaika, I.S.U.P.K, Arataza, Gawa, I.S.U.P.K, Bashmayo, Talanawa, Nakam, Yuam, Wasalakinawa, Kawapinawa, Kasalakinawa, Kawapinawa, Walaa, Kabayanawa, Nasayawan, Abol, Awashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Mayan, Laka, Amalakwa, Mahala, Wathapara, Mahalanium, Aman.
Go ahead, get him out of there until you leave. Get him out of there. Alright, what we just said in the English was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. From thine is the power, from thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen.
The what? Hakak the power. Yahweh. Shimmy Habashah. Babu Bashah. Talanawa. Hakak. Arba'ah. Malakah. Wakal. Marawa. Hakak. Nathahar. Amatazarium. Hakak. Nahakwium. Amatyum. Hakak. Arakawaf. Amatala. Lagarshim. Shimmy Habashah. Water. Man.
What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power, the power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
What? Bless Israel. Yahweh. Bless Shimmy Habashah. Barak Lanawa, Washarala, Yabayaf, Saparium, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan, Agan, Bashimi Hawashai, Wara.
What we just said in English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Israel, in the school, bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Awariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Ashah, Ashimam, Maharataza, Ayaptan, Lamawat, Magalyika, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Anala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Ashashan, Shamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Ashamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayad, Yamyanka, Yayamam, Amash, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrai, Shamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabawatka, Ma'ataf, Wa'aid, Awalam.
What we just said in the English was, I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence come my help? My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Lahayim, Adamiyah, Yakab. Atakarash, Ol, Ashikwat, Ol, Kayahana, Moebachika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Makah, Yarmewa, Sawada, Wayatha, Atazawa, Atazawanyaka, Armawa, Lakawa, Anakakadam, Magaya, Wala'ah, Yakazar, Sham, Yasharala, Iwada, Kaya, Natazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyalka, Mariaf, Yakarwathwa, Alahaya, Aramam, Yashamai, Alahayam, Ma'awa, Wagariam, Gubal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Alashat, Shabika, Gazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Sala'ah, Asha, Laham, Kamarian, Kasa, Sara'ah, Abadian, Manakal, Kwashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Ayawa, Daman, Alama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Karab, Wakasaba, Wakazabak, Wakazazal, Mana'ah, Kal Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nasharasha, Nanawa, Af. Awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Sawayatamwa, Gaya, Kakwash, Lapanya, Raka'ah, Ka'ash, Gaba'arya Ara, Walaba, Galahat, Ariam, Khan, Daradakma, Masa'araka, Masaba, Wapuka, Gabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Walawan, Waya, Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yayaba, Waya, Bawalwa, Ayaid, Waya, Karapawa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Da'awa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, Alko, Arataza.
What we just said in the English was, keep not thy silence, O Lord, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Lord, for lo thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy heroes. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they are consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabez, at the brook of Kasar, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red. And like Ze'er. Yea, all their princes as Zabal. And as Zamunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh my Lord, make them like a wheel. As to stumble before the wind. As the fire burning the wood. As the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Lord. Let them be confounded. In trouble. Forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Or the Most High. Over all the earth. Alright. And if Israel sorry, we're going to be prepared to salute the scrolls. All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakya.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakya.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakya.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakya.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakia. Alright, we're gonna sit the scrolls back down. Alright. Men of Israel, we're gonna do one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakia. Sisters, stand up. We're gonna do one courtesy salute to the sisters. We're gonna turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Put your hands like this. Say Yahweh, Shema, Shalak. You can walk them because I Shalak.
Yahweh, Shamar, Alatha, by Shem, Yahushua.
Men of Israel, with that, Yazmatah.